Okay, in this video I am going to explain some different types of the solution: feasible solution, infeasible solution, infinite number of solution, unbounded solution. There are different types of solution under the linear programming problem. So here we will take some examples. So already I have taken some examples in the first part of this linear programming problem videos. So now, and second part also I already have prepared for maximization and minimization types of the problem, part 1 and part 2. Now I am going to prepare the part 3. Here there are some different types of the solution. That is very important. Now you should come to know at which condition which types of solution generally we are going to get. So let's take one example. Like a problem is of type max z. Maximization types of problem. I am going to take the examples of maximization types of problem. 3x1 plus 4x2 subject to x1 plus 2x2 less than equal to 4 and 3x1 plus 2x2 less than equal to 6, x1 and x2 greater than equal to 0. So just take one example. This example I am going to solve this problem and we'll see what's the result I am going to achieve. So here I am going fast because this types of problem already have explained in first lecture in part 1 and in part 2. So in this part, if you are having some confusion, then you can go into the part 1 and part 2. You will get the clear ideas how to solve the problem. So here I am going fast just to solve the problem, just to see either feasible, infeasible, unbounded or bounded or infinite number of solution. We will see the type of the solution. So here we can draw the table like x1, x2, 0, 0. It's a very simple ideas, very basic ideas to draw the graph, and x1, x2, 0, 0. So this is for the equation 1, this is for the equation 2. Here it is in the form of inequalities. So I am not going to change into the form of equation. So just you may come to understand. But here I am going to apply the values of x1 and x2 directly into the inequalities, and we will see what is the result of x1 and x2 at the axis x1 and on axis x1 and x2. So once the x1 value will be 0, then x2 value will be 2, x2 value will be 0, then x1 value will be 4. Here x1 value will be 0, x2 value will be 3, 6 by 2, x2 value will be 0, x1 value will be 2. Very simple. Just you may put values into the equation 1. So we will get this table, and in equation 2 we will get this table. x1 value 0, so x2 is equal to 4 by 2, x2 value will be 0, so x1 is equal to 4. Here x1 will be 0, so x2 value 6 by 2, that is 3, x2 value will be 0, then this term will be 0, x1 6 by 3, that is 2. So if you are going to draw this table, you are going to draw this graph, so we can see result over the graph. Either it is feasible or some different types of solution. So here you can see at the origin, this is the origin. Now we are going to give some division. Just we are going to take some equal division, but in the rough ideas it is tough to take an exact equal division to draw the graph. So we will see how to draw this graph. Here 0, 2, 0, 2. So we can see here this is the 0, 2 and 4, 0. This is 4, 0. So 0, 2 and 4, 0. You can draw this line. It will give you 0, 2 and it will give you 4, 0. Next 0, 3, 0, 3 and 2, 0. 2, 0 here. So you can write here 0, 3 and 2, 0. This is the point. Now this point is going to intersect at this particular line. You can draw some dotted line. So just for the understanding, we are going to find this particular intersected point. So this particular intersected point, I already have solved this problem in part 1. So you may see here result will be 1 and 3 by 2. How to get this 1 and 3 by 2? If you are going to draw over the graph paper, automatically these values you can find over through these vertical lines over the x1 axis and x2 axis. But because we are not having the exact graph paper, so we need to solve these two problems, equations, and automatically we will get the solution of x1 and x2. That will give the intersected point of x1 and x2 over these two x1 x2 axis graph. So now here we can solve x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 4 3x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 6. If you are going to solve this one, just I am going fast because already I have solved in part 1. So you can see here if you are having any doubt. So x1 value will be 1. So I have written here 1. If you are going to put this x1 in any of the equation, then automatically you will get the result of x2. Now I am going to put this x1 here. So here 4 minus 1, 3. So x2 will be 3 by 2. So just I have written these values because I was remember the result. So just I have written directly over this corner point. So here, because we are having these all these corner point and condition of especially these types of question, it is the maximization types of question, and these two constants are in the condition of less than and equal to. So in less than equal to, we are going to color at the bottom position at the line. Just we are going to see in between these two intersected line, this is the lowest portion, and in these two intersected line, this is the lowest portion. So now these graphs are going to be colored at this particular portion. This portion is called feasible region. Feasible region. Feasible region. Feasible region. But under this feasible region, there are many numbers of solutions. So we can say under the feasible solution, infinite number of solution. So infinite number of solution exist under this feasible region. So these types of question you can say which types of region you are going to get. This is the feasible region. So solution is feasible solutions. You will get the feasible solution. Many numbers of feasible solutions you will see. And now here we will take the another types of examples. Just we will make a minor changes over these linear programming problems. Whatever the linear programming problem I have given, I will just make a minor changes. Now you will find how these problems are going to change from feasible to infeasible. So now this is the objective functions already I have given, and under the constraints, in these constraints, just we are going to make this condition greater than equal to 4, and here just leave it as it is, no need to change. And here this coefficient I am going to change to 6. Just I have made minor changes in first questions. Now we will check which types of solution now going to get. So here same procedure, I am going to draw the table, and under this table we will see the result. For second equation we will draw the table, and we'll see the result here, x1, x2, x1, x2. If the values of x1 will be 0, x2 will be 2, x2 will be 0, x1 will be 4, same. Because I am not going to see either this inequality is in the form of greater than equal to or less than equal to. Just I have changed this inequalities form into the equation form, and now I am going to put the values. So x1 value will be 0, then x2 will be 2, x2 will be 0, x1 will be 4. Here once the x1 value will be 0, then x2 1, 6 by 6, x2 value will be 0, then x1 2. Now we have got these points over the x1 and x2 axis. So these are the corner points. I will see how these corner points are going to be considered over the graph, x1 and x2 axis graph. x1, x2, these are the origin, this is the origin. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have taken some equal division here. Now in this division I am going to draw first this line 0 and 2, 0 and 2, this is the point 0 and 2, 4, 0, here we can find here 4 and 0, just draw the line, then 0, 1, 0 and 1, here 0, 1 and 2, 0, this is the 2, 0, see here. Now these two lines are going to show the parallel, there is no intersection, there is no intersected point. So if there is no intersected point, we cannot find the feasible solution. Why? Just we will see. If you are going to check this x1 plus x2 greater than equal to 4, so this result is going to give you this particular from the equation 1 and this one from the equation 2. So this is 1, this is 2. Now we have drawn. So equation 1 is going to show you greater than equal to, so it will give you this part of the solution, and these second constants are going to give you less than equal to, so it will give you solution at this part. So now there is no intersected points, So, and if you are going to take this region, and if you are going to consider some particular points in between this region, so these regions, any points, any values, x1 values or x2 values, if you are going to consider under this region, or if you are going to consider some x1 value, x2 values under this region, so none of the values are going to give you intersected point. None of the values will give you the intersected point. It means at any stage we are not going to get the solutions by applying these two equations. So by applying these two equations, if we are not going to get the solution, so these types of solution generally we call as a infeasible solution, because there is no solution. So we can say this solution is the type of infeasible solution. Now we will make the minor changes. Again, we'll make the minor changes and we'll see which types of solution we are going to get. Question is same types of question. I'm not going to change the exact question, just I'm going to make some minor changes over the question. See here, 3x1 plus 4x2, this is the condition. Now I'm going to consider this one greater than equal to this one greater than equal to 6, and this one as usual whatever was the initial. So just have taken the examples from the first example, and here in the first example it was less than equal to, this second constraint was also less than equal to, but here I have taken both the constraints are in the form of greater than and equal to form. So what's the result are going to get at these types of question? By applying these types of question we can get some result here. x1, x2, we can take some examples 0, 0 for the second equation, same type. Just I am going to apply for x1, x2, 0, 0. If you are going to put the x1 value 0, x2 value will be 2, x2 value will be 0, x1 value will be 4. Here same, x1 value will be 0, x2 value will be 3. Once the x1 value will be 0, x2 value will be 0, x1 value will be 2. Then again we can check, x1 value will be 0, x2 value will be 2, yeah, right, x2 value will be 0, x1 4. Same here, x1 value will be 0, so x2 value 6 by 2 3. Once the x2 value will be 0, then x1 value 6 by 3 2, right. Now going to draw the graph. I am moving fast because here just a concept to check either the solution is feasible, infeasible, unbounded, bounded, infinite, whatever types of solutions you are going to get, just you need to check by applying the graphical method, because graphical method is one of the easiest method. And if these types of questions you get into the exam and the questions are of objective types, then you may go for the graphical method and you may find the solution. For some types of example I will apply the simplex method also, and we will see the result, how to get the feasible, how to get the infeasible types of the solution. So through simplex already I have explained the maximization types of problem. In the next video I will explain the minimization types of problem, and after that we will see which questions is going to show you infeasible solutions through the simplex method. So simplex method also will apply in the next video. So here I am going to check all the problem by applying the graphical method only. So just you can check here, 0, 0, this is the origin, 0, 2. So first go to give some division, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, 2, 0 and 2 you can get here, 0, 2, 4, 0 you can get here, 4, 0, just draw the line. Now it's okay. This is from equation 1. So now I'm going to consider 1, this is 2. So from 1. Now second, 0, 3. 0, 3 you can mark here, 0, 3, 2, 0. So 2, 0 you can put here. This is from the second equation. Now here same, we have got the graph like a first questions what I have introduced to see the feasible solution. So which types of solution we are going to get here, we will see here. Here the intersected point, this one is the intersected point, and we already have got this intersected point is 1 and 3 by 2 from the question 1 we can get. Now by applying this one, x1 plus 2x2, x1 plus 2x2, that is the equation 1, and equation 1 is going at the upper portions, and 3x1 plus 2x2, that is the second one, is also going at the upper direction. See here, Now it is going at the upper direction. If you are going to see the intersected point, now you will find the intersected point at this stage. This is the intersected point. Because this is the greater than equal to 0, now we are going at the upper portion. And here you need to concentrate over some important points. These solutions, because whatever the solutions is going to exist, these solutions will exist either here, either here, either here, either here, either here, because infinite number of solutions. How? Under this phase, there are infinite numbers of solutions. There is no boundary. There is no boundary to get the solution. So where we are going to get the maximization? Just you concentrate here. Question, it is in the form of maximization type. Suppose the question is of the minimization types, then we can find the solutions at the boundary position. So at any of the boundary, at any of the corner point, suppose here 4 0 and 1 3 by 2 or 0 3 by 2, at either of these corner point we can get the solution if the question is of minimization types, because minimization types always will show it exists over the corner point. But here these constraints I have given. As per the constraints we can go to color at this portion and we can find this is the common portions for these two constraints. And now we have to find the maximum 3x1 plus 4x2, means maximum in the sense we are not going to get the solutions over the corner point. So we will get solutions, suppose sometimes here, and it is very tough to find which solutions is going to give you the maximum solution. So at these types of question we cannot find the solution, so we can say there is no boundary. So these types of solution is called as a unbounded solution. So these types of solution called as a unbounded solution. Unbounded solution. Now, did you get? Very simple. Feasible solution, if this condition is less than equal to, this condition also less than equal to, then we can go to the lower portions and we will see what are the common region, that is the feasible region. Under this feasible region we can find the numbers of solution, that is many numbers of solution, but that is feasible. But here this is the condition greater than equal to, it's going to find the solution at this portion, and at this portion question is of the maximization type, so it is very tough to find which solution is going to give the result as a maximization types of the solution. So there is no boundary, so these types of solution generally called as unbounded solution. Next we will take another example and we'll see where to see the infinite number of solution, where to get the infinite number of solution. So here the question will be same. I am not going to change question. All the examples are of maximization type. I am not going to change under this question. Question is of maximization type, subject to same constraints I have given. Just I will make minor changes here. Suppose this is of same previous question, question number 1 less than equal to 4, and there here also it is less than equal to 4. Same questions, no changes. Just I am going to make the changes here, only here, like this. I am going to make 4 to 2. We'll see which types of results now going to get. Draw table for second equation. Draw the table x1, x2, x1, x2, same boundary points 0 0, x1 0, x2 2, x2 0, x1 4, x1 0, x2 3, x2 0, x1 2. Same questions. There is no changes. So graph will, once we will draw the graph, then same types of graph will get. x1 0, x2 2, x2 0, x1 4, x1 0, x2 3, x2 0, x1 2. If you are going to draw this graph here, x1 on x2 axis, so now going to consider the same. There is no changes. Drawing the graph, same procedure I am going to apply to draw the graph. 1 2 3 4 5 6, 0 and 2, 0 2. This is the corner points, 0 and 2, 4 0, 4 and 0. So you can take 0 2 and 4 0. This is from first and this is the second. So now this is the first line. Now I am going to draw the straight line by applying the second equation. 0 3, 0 3, this is the corner point. 2 0, this is the corner point. So now 0 3 2 0. This is the intersection point. Here we may see what is the solution. Solution same 1 3 by 2 for this corner point. But which types of solutions we are going to get now? Because both are less than equal to, so this is the common region, because both the conditions are going to satisfy this. So here the feasible, but we are going to check where this maximization types of problem is going to exist. So now if you are going to put all these three corner point, if you are going to give the names O, and here A, here B, here C, and if you are going to check at corner point O, corner point 0 also you can say, and corner point A, corner point B, corner point C. So 0 0, corner point A is a 2 0, corner point B is a 1 3 by 2, corner point C is a 0 and 2. So where we are going to get the solution. So 0 0, if you are going to apply the 0 0 over this objective function, so our result will be 0 0, so 0 plus 0 0. If we are going to put 2 and 0, so 2 3 into 2 6, and 2 into 0 0, so 6 plus 0 6. If you are going to apply B, so B means 3 into A is 1 plus 2 into x2 3 by 2, so 3 plus 3 6. Here also you are going to get the value 6. Now if you are going to apply 0 and 2, this value will be 0, and this one 2 into 2 4. So now the question is of maximization type. Question is of maximization type. But how will you decide which one is the maximum value? Because these two values are maximum and common. So how will you decide at which point you are going to get the maximum value? Either at point 2 0, either at point here 2 0, A, either you are going to get the solution at 2 0, or either you are going to get the solution as 1 and 3 by 2. This is the question. So where maximum values is going to exist? It means here we are having two maximum values at two different corner points. But what's the solution? What's the solution? If you are going to get some another values here, suppose in between here x1 you may consider here like 1 by 2, x1 is equal to 1 by 2. If you are going to consider 1 by 2, or you can say like x1 is equal to 1, also you can take x1 is equal to 1, x2 is equal to 1. Suppose you are going to consider this one at 1 and 1. So this 1 and 1 is going to exist here. So it will give you feasible solution. A solution exists. But if you are going to get some values, because our solution exists at these two corner points, so now if you are going to check over these corner points, suppose this one 1 and 3 by 2. So whatever values we are going to get over this line, whatever values are going to exist over this line in between these 2 points, all the values will be 6, because this is the 6 is the maximum, and this exists over this line, and under this line there are infinite number of solution, because this 6 will come, whatever values you are going to consider under this line, all will give you result 6. So infinite number of solution in between these two corner points. So here we can say these types of solution generally called as a infinite solution. Infinite solution. So I have taken 4 different types of examples, just have made a minor changes over the constants and sometimes over the objective functions, and we saw how the result is going to change. Once changes are going to make the feasible to infeasible, feasible to unbounded, infeasible to unbounded. Sometimes we are going to get the infinite number of solutions. So just minor changes over either in objective functions or either in constants are going to give different types of solution. So you need to know all the different types of solutions, and you should know the procedure how to find these types of solution, because in objectives also you may go to apply the graphical method. It's a very fast method, because no need to go to draw the table, just you can put x1 and x2 0 0. You can consider here, you can draw the graphs and you can see which types of result you are going to get, and simply you can mark what is the options in either A, B, C, D. If the question is of multiple choice, then you can see which types of solution is going to exist by seeing these types of question. So it is very important to remember how to solve the problem and how to get the solutions of different types of problem, and how to apply this concept to get the solution. It is very important. Okay, in next question, in next videos, I will explain the simplex method of the type minimization types of the problem by applying the simplex method. Once that videos will be over, then we'll go for the examples whatever I have taken here. That examples is going to show you the infeasible solution, and the examples I have taken here are going to show you unbounded solution. So these types of problem will take as an example, and will apply simplex method to solve and to get what's the procedure are going to apply and to get the solution. Okay, I think I hope you all have understood the concept. So it's a very simple, very easy. Just you go through the videos and you try to see from the initial part. Then you will get you will be confident over the different types of questions. Okay, all the best. Thank you.